my goals, and I still have my...
Okay, so your EP was released last Friday. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, it's pretty chill. It's all acoustic. It's honest, and it's it's me. It's what I do.
So is it all originals or?
Yeah, 5 originals.
Yep.
And yeah.
So with some of your covers, obviously they're pretty popular online.
Yep.
What was the transition between sort of telling someone else's story to sort of your own in this EP?
Yeah, that's one of the main things I'm really stoked about to do my own originals, is because I get to tell my own story, and I think when people sing my own lyrics back to me, I appreciate that so much more. Like when someone's like, oh, I really like December, or I really like Unconscious, it really means a lot more to me because I wrote that song, like I created it, and it just touches me a lot more than doing my covers. Like I love it, and I do appreciate it when people say they like the covers, but yeah, it's not my song. So you've just recently signed to Unified. Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about your background, I suppose, musically and sort of non-musically?
I come from a pretty like metal, hardcore kind of background, so all the acoustics pretty new to me. Yeah, it's definitely a new transition, and it's good.
So how did the signing to Unified come about?
I sent him an email, like when I think my Parkway cover was on like 60,000 views. I was like, I didn't really know what to do, and I was just like, hey guys, check this out. And they were like, hey, this is pretty sick, and pretty much went from there. Jadden came out to a few shows and started sweating me, and I was like, cool man.
So did you already have your own sort of material in the works, or?
Yeah, the EP is about 1.5 years old, so when I signed I was like, do you want me to, I've got an album ready to go if you want to do that, and he's like, no, we'll do the EP and we'll go from there. And it's good because I want to show the progression as well, because then I'd have like all these tracks that I did that kind of show the progression on my next album, you know what I mean? So,
do you have a couple of tours planned or a couple of shows coming up?
Yeah, I've got Shorefest, Spudfest, and I have a tour in April. Second half of April, that'll be announced tomorrow.
And back to those covers, what sort of feedback have the bands given you that you've covered? Do they ever get in touch with you and say, you know, that was pretty cool? Or?
Some people do. Shaylee from Of Mice and Men, he sent me a tweet and he's like, oh dude, great cover and stuff like that. Amity said it's good. They reposted the RIP Bond cover. And Parkway in an interview said, I think it was Pig, he's like, yeah, sick cover.
So you're playing Pushover Festival here today, drug, alcohol, smoke-free event. What's your thoughts on sort of those sort of issues within the music scene right now?
Drugs and alcohol? I think within the hardcore scene it's not a massive issue, to be honest. I think our like little community we have, like no one really goes too overboard unless it's Amity guys. Yeah, everyone kind of keeps it chill, I guess. All the drugs and alcohol come into like the future festivals and techno.
So what's your favourite non-alcoholic beverage?
Mine, Coke for sure, but I'm a massive fan of water.
And so the rest of 2013, what can we see you up to?
I'll be doing a lot of stuff with my band Confession. I'll be touring, writing an album, and I'll be doing a DSC album, hopefully. We haven't discussed that yet.
Any international stuff planned, or?
Maybe for Confession, but not so much for DSC as yet. Kind of want to get Australia under like King Me.
Awesome.
And we'll go from there and see how it goes.
Thanks for speaking to AMH TV today.
Thank you very much, I appreciate it.